Less than two crew squad, welcome back in once again for the pad. It is Friday night, it is the weekend, and here we are officially to kick things off once again for another Pooya Friday. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a good week, and if you didn't have a good week, at the very least, hope you have a great weekend kicking off here with this tonight together. But before we say anything else, let me say hello to early chatters up in here who have been getting hyped and ready with the intro. Musketeer, welcome in. Jinx, hope you're doing well. Vinyl, appreciate you being here. Sal's here, welcome in. Mandy in the building. We got Kansas, hello. Rob with two B's. Samantha. We got Taylor, says all the mess for the first names out of Lauren's mouth to be the noms. I love you so much. It truly is one of those things where I could have literally gone to bed after I heard her say those three names, but you can't because it's Big Brother and you never know. And all that roller coaster today is exactly what Big Brother is. Daisy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Respawn says, who are the noms? Kelly, Keanu, and Will. I'd forgotten that Corey's takes differ from mine a lot of the time until tonight's Unlocked. Rob, tell me more. Grace, welcome in. Khalid, hope you're doing well. Proud Sam, thing with the 9th month. Appreciate you. Welcome back in the Lesson 2 crew. Sam. Lori, hello, welcome in. Ichiyami, what's good? Khalid, I think with 100 bits. I love shoes. Thank you with the prime, so appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh God, 1 second. All right. Y'all, thank you for those combos as well. I do appreciate that. Red Wings, hello. How do everyone like tonight's episode? So I'll be honest, chat. Moment of truth, okay? Y'all know this. I'm on record. Big fan of Taylor Hale. I have not watched the BB Unlocked quite yet. Primarily, it's because there was a limited amount of time between Liana finishing work and the stream, and we wanted to go out for dinner. So we went out for dinner. I was like, you know what? I'll watch it later. It's fine. So I have not watched it, but I'm also fine to hear what your thoughts were on it because I will be watching it later anyway. So yeah, there we go. Feel free to talk about it. Tova, welcome in with the prime, so appreciate you. I know you get one of these. I do appreciate you using it on me. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's up, Michael Horn? Hello, welcome in. Chrissy with 100 bits. Thank you. Finn fan, hello. Rye guy, what's up? Nora, welcome in. Love Taylor 9. Love to hear that. Is this BB unlocked? I guess you could say so. But if by 3 unlocks you mean we have not watched it, then yes. Your hello was too early. You're good. Chrissy, no worries. McKenna, welcome in. May, hope you're doing well. DH in the building. We got Shelley, Memories, hello and hello. Oh my God, what were those adorable things that pulled up on screen? What was that? As someone who only watches the pods when it comes to BB, Keanu and Ashley are my favorite characters. You only watch the pods when it comes to BB. So you have no idea what the episodes version of these people are. But you do pick 2 chaotic people, so I understand what you're into. Lori, thank you so much for that. Bates, hello, welcome in. What was dinner? We went out to we got burgers and fries at a sit-down spot. It was not bad. He was saying things like he thought the rant room was the worst segment, but I liked it, and I thought the Nicole segment was the worst one. These have to do with the Unlocked, I guess. I imagine. I thought it was fine, but would be okay if I skipped it too. Gotcha. Hope yours was a nice Italian dinner. So I've been making meals. I've both done a meal prep meal and made meals this week for myself, and one of them was pasta based. So when we were deciding where to go to eat, I did veto pasta. So yeah. Never seen an episode or a life, you damn end hero. Coming in blind. Chat. Before we get any further, let me just say, appreciate y'all being here on a Friday night with me, as always. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the form in case anyone wants to submit any questions throughout the evening, whether they be anonymous and you want to put them in the form, feel free to do so. Form is now open. Or if you want to put them in the chat, ask me anything and everything tonight. Can be Big Brother theme. Typically with Big Brother theme, we get a lot of Big Brother, but it can be about anything you desire. Taryn liked the episode. That's good also. That's good. I mean, listen, I said this on the podcast last night. When Taylor endorses something, I believe her words. I would check it out. Shit. I spilled a little bit of Red Bull, but we'll be okay. I was hopeful for Amy or Riley eviction last week, and I got it. There you go. Take what you can get. My Wi-Fi is rude, but I'm trying to be here. Pooya, thank you, Mel, for being here. Thank you. You asked for an early reminder for marbles tonight, so here it is. Sounds good. Tonight we'll rep a $5 at the very least for marbles. Thank you, Mandy, for reminding me. Appreciate it. I feel like typically what happens is I don't recall until later, and then it's too late. So we'll take it. Thank you. Will the fire be cheeky? It always is, isn't it? It always is. I was shaking my head as I was seeing Kelly talking herself into accepting being nominated again in real time. Listen, when I tell you that I saw that last night and I couldn't fucking believe that she was doing it again. Kelly, right before I got on, Kelly said something about Rachel being a narcissist, and I think that is the funniest thing Kelly could say. So I just felt like it was too much. I guess it was meant to be that rapid fire sports show, but it just jumped around too much. Well, when you think about the fact that they had a draft that was happening, they had a panel that was happening, and then they had a bunch of other stuff going on. Yeah, they only have an hour also on a Friday, so it's tough to jam pack it all in there. So how many total guests did they have, chat? They had Bobby. I'm assuming Bobby Moynihan was one of them, like solved last night. We knew Chelsea was going to be on. I saw someone mention a Franzel segment. Was that 3 guests on the episode in an hour episode? So why didn't Rachel wear her funeral outfit? It was so good. Where, Mel? Oh my God, and Matt Berry. 4? What do you mean Amy exit interview 2, Taylor? Did they also have their own exit interview of Amy right then and there? Nolan, who said? Why are you saying Nolan twins? They filmed it after the eviction. How did they fit all this in 1 hour? Wham boys, welcome in. Nolan twins were in the preview for the HOH comp. What? It's worth watching. I will be watching, make no mistake, but I can't decide whether or not y'all said as a team, hey, let's add one random lie in here and see if he figures it out. Because the Nolan twins are back on the show. Does anyone know what the Nolan twins have been up to in the last couple of years? Have y'all heard about this? We get to vote to goo someone also. That's a lie. Now I know you lying. Oh my God, it's real. No idea who the Nolan twins are? Okay. I'm gonna pause my music for this, okay? Okay. Alright, where's the... In case you are unfamiliar with the Nolan twins, they were contestants on Big Brother 17, okay? Famously part of a twin twist were the Nolan twins, and they made it pretty far too. I believe they both made it to top 6, and one of them finished second place. So it's a very good performance for the Nolan twins. Then they made some cameos on some shows as like extras and shit. And then they started an OnlyFans, which you're like, yeah, you know, people do OnlyFans, Pooya. What's against that? No, nothing against that. But they are twins and they are related and they are doing OnlyFans as a pair. Now you may think, okay, but that doesn't necessarily have to be bad, right? But it's exactly what you think it is. It is bad. Okay? They how do I put this? They get very familiar with each other. And you'd think that they're twins. How much more familiar? More familiar. Okay? So yeah. Yeah, so when you told me Nolan twins, I was like, come on, there's no fucking shot. That's a thing. But here we are. Apparently you're not lying and neither am I. So yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, fucking hell. There you go, chat. Welcome to the pad. Welcome to the pad, everybody. Welcome to the pad. Okay. They were in Birds of Prey. They were? I had no idea. Adrian Goat Arc 2025. You feeling better about him right now? Being off the block, Giesling traders? I had twin BFFs in high school. One is about one again. People would ask me all the time if they hooked up. So not surprised. But what in the world? So funny that you thought we were telling you many lies and all of it was true. Right. Go vote link. That is not a thing. You were not kidding. Why were you not kidding? Why is this a real thing? Why is this a real thing? Why is who to goo a thing? We talk about them doing goo shit as a joke. Is this a BB Unlocked special? They got to release a goo into the house? Worst dressed? I mean, listen. All my homies know we want Riley to get gooed. We're not going to find out till August 8th. How am I going to sleep? How am I going to sleep, chat? Also, what if Andy Aaron's tweets made the show? They put tweets on the show? None of my viral masterpieces made it, chat? What is this? What the fuck? Today's been such a weird day because a couple hours before we went out for dinner, I took a couple hours off the computer. I had cooked lunch. I was doing some cleaning. I went and showered, got ready. Then I came back to my computer and I was reading updates that Will is not going to get nominated now, and it's looking like maybe Adrian's going up. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is Adrian going up despite staying up all night? And I was like, what the fuck is this happening? And then now you're telling me that the 18,000 things happen in this 1 hour of television I've watched also. I didn't watch. So this is wild. Wild stuff. It works on Love Island. What works on Love Island, May? I have a theory that Rachel may be safe as long as she is a have-not. Is that possible? No. She was safe the first week. That was it. The goo on Love Island, to be clear, does not work. The goo on Love Island just happens. Goo happens on Love Island. Does Vince not low-key resemble Andy's game bar? He's not as insulated. Listen, Andy's season was the last season of Big Brother that I watched without feeds. So most of Andy's season I know about through podcasts and through no feeds. So you might know better than I do, Giesling traders. There's goo on Love Island. Christian, I'm gonna have to bring back the full screen for you, my friend. So on Love Island, okay, a show where people try and find love, either exploring connections, finding each other. They have challenges on Love Island. The difference between the challenges on Love Island and the challenges on Big Brother, on the challenge, on Survivor, is that on Love Island, the challenges don't mean anything. You don't actually win anything. So a lot of the challenges are as follows, okay? First of all, everyone at Love Island, everyone in the villa is there. Number one. Number two, insert theme here. The theme can be anything. Let's say the theme is horseback riding. The theme is astronauts. The theme is firefighters. Okay, these are the three things, the three themes. And then what happens is now you have your theme. Insert ways to make theme sexy. Okay, so let's go back to the horseback riding. All right, who do you want to mount? Okay, who's going to ride a horse with you? These are the two segments. And then the third part of the comp is just pick someone and make out with them. You might not even pick your own partner. You might be kissing all over the gaff. Okay, boom. That's it. That's literally that. And also, you might think, wait, but what happened to the goo? You think you're going to be riding the horses, riding each other without them splashing you with some kind of liquid? Then you're in the wrong show, my friend. There's goo, there's oils, there's what looks like paint, but it's not paint. It's like this weird, like, thing like that's like syrupy. It's a lot. Those are the challenges. Also, I even kept your ears safe. I kept your innocence intact, Christian, by not telling you that they have challenges where they spit food into each other's mouths. There was a challenge this season where unprompted, someone, in order to sexify it, spat in another person's mouth without food, just spit. So yeah. And also sometimes they do get they do find out stuff from the outside world in the form of tweets or some other shit. So yeah, there you go. The goo on Love Island is lube. Vince reminds me of the coach from the show Big Mouth. I've not seen Big Mouth. I can't imagine how long Ashley's shower is going to take after a big gooing. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, Rob. We were told Love Island was filming at another resort not far from Star 50. Yep, it's very true. There were so many memes about how the survivors were gonna hear the Love Island people yelling and shit. It was very funny. Nothing about that show sounds appealing. The drama's good. And the comps are not, they don't have a comp every episode. It's not Big Brother style. You might get a comp once a week. If I go to hell, I think it might just be Love Island. Is everyone looking at the meta of the blockbuster wrong? I.e. pawns are way worse now. If you use a pawn, you risk your week being worthless. Is the move to pick a target and then throw up two other friends with a third friend as a renom? I think the concern, I've been thinking about this more and more. For me, like, I understand where Lauren's coming from, right? This is a fan who has waited so many years to play the game, is playing the game and doesn't want to squander her opportunity, right? Doesn't want to go home early. In order to not go home early, if she wants power, it's to like play it safe. The problem with this 3-block thing is that the big worry people get is, well, I have to nominate 4 people. If I nominate 4 people and like 3 of them will hold a grudge and then 1 of them won't, but that 1 goes home, 3 people are coming after me next week. That's the logic they think of. But I think what they don't realize is, okay, so let's say those the 3 people that you put up that you thought were safe are like pawns or whatever. They're mad at you. Then there's like another 3 or 4 people that you don't really vibe with, and they don't really vibe with you, but you don't want to be the first one to take a move because you think it's too early. So now that's 7 people coming after you. But also, I think what you need to remember is, as a player, there are always going to be pawns there for them to use. And on top of that, if you do the right thing this week and make your allies, you'll get some bumper, some shield. And worst case scenario, you will have 2 chances to come off the block. And you have the ability to campaign against 2 different people. Like, there's a little bit more that you can do there with the being in danger. Like, take your risks now. But Big Brother, inherently, you've watched it year after year. A lot more people are risk averse on Big Brother and are a lot less likely to make the big move. Or the big move also, by the way, is basically a replacement for, they don't want to put up the person who looks like they could win the game or has friends, because again, the fear is they have people, I put them up, they don't go home, I get cooked. I don't want that. But also I would then plead to people and be like, but look at the people who have had reigns early, played it safe, and then went home the next week. That's also, we see a lot of that. So I still maintain, I think if you miss the first HOH of the season, low key, let's say, okay, for Zach, for example, Zach didn't win HOH the first week, but Zach found, let's pretend he doesn't have the power. All Zach's had to do since then is make bonds and doesn't need to win now, doesn't need to like get his hands dirty. That's literally what you want. Is if you, that's why I always value the social game more. If you play your social game right, you don't need to worry. You don't need the fucking safety. You don't need HOH unless you're trying to like spruce up the old resume. But some people can win 5 comps and still be useless as far as like win equity. Or at least possibly. I think Lord is hurting the most from not having a true structure in the game. I don't disagree. Welcome in, Stephanie. You're not late, better now than never. You know what I mean? And I know there's been a lot of other stuff going on tonight. We've got the we are a little bit low-key counter-programming Big Brother Unlocked, but I have a feeling they got plenty of people watching. They're going to be all right. No big swings in the first few weeks. Yeah, people will play it safe typically in the first few weeks. And I feel like some people can get away with it. Some people, they shouldn't. They shouldn't, but I think producers like watching Adrian think, because a lot of the time the camera was on Adrian in the morning and he looked like he was in deep thought. He wasn't talking to anyone. They just ended. Well, damn. Hey, the pad was here first. They're countering you. That's true. That's true. Bi-weekly though, so it's fine. It's fine. It's not like that deep. All right. Let me see my forum chat. We have 3 questions in the forum. So the forum is percolating by a little bit right now. What's my favorite cold sandwich? Ugh. Not a lot of cold sandwiches that I like. Do I have feeds up? I can open them in the corner. Should I have them up? Is something going on? I'll have them open in the corner. I'm going to mute it because I'm here with y'all. But if anything juicy happens, chat, you got to let me know. You got to holler at your boy, okay? Turkey? No, just wondering. Okay. Turkey? I don't mind like a cold cut sandwich. I'm not opposed to a cold cut sandwich of sorts. I would accept they're skipping the 2nd August one because of football, so there'll be a month break. Oh dear God. I thoroughly enjoyed Unlocked. Taylor absolutely shined. Love to hear that. Chicken salad sandwich, maybe. Chicken salad's not bad. Tuna salad, the right tuna salad will be okay as well. A BLT technically is practically a cold sandwich also, I would say. I hope the deodorant Kelly just uses her own and not Vince's. Who do you want to see as a guest on BB Unlocked? Unlocked regular, like not the Corey and America show, but Unlocked. I would say, let me think. Lizzie, thank you for the 27 month. Appreciate you. I mean, I'm never gonna say no to a Kaser appearance. Get Kaser on the TV screen again. Brittany Haynes, get Brittany on the screen. I would love to see Brittany. Despite having Brittany on my TV as early as this year, I want more Brittany. So more Brittany now today, please and thank you. There's a world where I would have said Enzo, but I don't know if we need Enzo there in that spot. I'm trying to think who else. Tiffany, I think would be good. Xavier, I think would be good. Give me Claire. Why is Claire, like Claire should be on the list. Derek X, I will take even. We've got a few options there. Ashley, Messy with the first ever chat says, how about Alyssa and Nicole Franzel on Unlock? They have some things to discuss. I don't think they're ever going to do that. I don't think we could handle that low key. I mean, look no further than, did y'all see the mess on Chat BCC last night, chat? Were y'all aware of the wild drama that went down in there? That was a situation of its own. There was stuff there. There was stuff on Twitter. A lot was happening. Big Brother Unlocked unlocked a lot of drama, basically. Chat BCC was OC. Please share. Okay, so Brendan Viegas made some comments in the Chat BCC. And hold on, I can read them out to you. You get the exclusive here. I'll give you the exclusive here, but also if in the event that you would like to go check them out yourselves, here's the link to join. No pressure. You don't have to. But just in case you are interested, I've got you there. All right. So so Brendan gets on chat BCC right as Taylor and Derek are there, right? And says, Derek looks like a scumbag. Is that his disguise? And see, I read that and my first thought was, is this like an inside joke between the Big Brother players that I don't know? Is this like an in-joke between them? Spoiler alert, not an in-joke between them, okay? Welcome in, Palm Leaf. Hope you're doing well. Amy, welcome in. Please do the highlight of our... Oh, thank you, Mel. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. And then someone replied to that message of his and said something to the effect of, like, why would you say that about him? Like, that's not nice or something. They deleted their message. Because he quoted that and said, if you know what we know, you wouldn't disagree. So now it's like, what the fuck do they know that we don't know? And then Josh Martinez replies and says, who hacked you? Brendan says, oh, me. He crossed the line a long time ago. And then from there, it gets more and more like people come in. Brittany Haynes comes out of nowhere and says, I came in because I heard Brendan is beefing with Derek in the chat. So I don't know who let Brittany know, but Brittany hopped on immediately. Matt Turner was there. He was instigating a little bit, being like, tell us more. What is the beef? And then Mike Bloom responded and said, Brendan, trust me, you don't want that smoke. As y'all know, Mike Bloom and Derek Levasseur did have a little bit of a back and forth on socials this spring or winter rather. And then eventually Matt says, Brendan, elaborate, please. And Brendan said, not my place to say, but he said some things that would have gotten him beat down where I grew up. So that gets brought up. And then Brittany says, I want you to see this. So Brittany's comment is, plays pool in background. Brittany wants nothing to do. Brittany wants drama with no involvement, which I respect. That's what I want also. And then Matt Turner says, it's not your place to say, but your place to vaguely summarize. And I was like, Matt Turner, you do not want the Brendan smoke. Have you learned nothing from watching him talk in this BBCZ right now? And then Chelsea was like, wait, where did you grow up? The beef, Lamau. And then America put the most America response in the world with this photo. The chaos, America loves it. So then this was probably the funniest moment in all this. Little Honor there with the prime sub. Appreciate your one sub being used here on me. Thank you so much. So Josh Martinez replies and says, Brendan, as a friend, this is the part we put the phone down. Let's go watch live feeds together and like teary eye emoji. Okay. And Taylor writes, so should I make him download the app, or which I was like, oh my God, Derek is coming in here. I'm on the fucking podcast when this is going down. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to miss all this drama. No, please. So then Brittany replies to Josh Martinez as Brendan as a friend. This part where we put the phone down and says, Josh, what the fuck? Which Brittany's all of us. Brittany's like, why would you stop this fight? What is wrong with you? And then long story short, after that, we do see a new name in the host sheet by the looks of it. A new bombshell has entered the villa. That's right. So we'll see if anything comes of that. We'll find out soon. But yeah, I did fish for my fair share of likes because I did drop a couple of messages while the podcast was going on. And I say messages, really, I just threw a GIF and had to go podcast. So, yeah. But yeah, chat PCC, wild ride. Didn't know what to expect when we joined in on it. And now here we are. Can I fill you in on the Mike Bloom, Derek beef too? Of course. So what happened, Natalie, is that Mike Bloom, he is a meme master, meaning any show that's out there and Mike is watching it, he will have memes at the ready. He'll have videos at the ready. So it was Traders US season 3, And Mike made a tweet about a moment where, if I remember correctly, Bob the drag queen and Dylan Efron went head to head. And so Bob the drag queen, Dylan Efron go head to head, and he makes a joke about, wow, who would have expected that Bob the drag queen will be arguing with Zac Efron's brother. Does not say Dylan Efron's government name. Kind of, you could say the joke being, you are a extension of your brother, the more famous one. Okay? And then the meme template heard around the world happened because Derek Levasseur saw this and did not like it. So he quote tweeted it and said, his name is Dylan. And actually, yeah, Bob the Dragon called him misguided that moment. He was like, actually, his name is Dylan, and he's been playing a good game up until this point. So maybe you can use his name while you're out here fishing for likes. This is Mike Bloom we're talking, the most respectful journalist in all the land. Everyone and their grandmothers knew this was a joke Mike was making. This was not Mike putting down Dylan Efron. This was not Mike besmirching the Efron lineage by any means. And also, mind you, there ain't no way Dylan Efron gives a shit about this tweet that Mike put out. So Derek did that, and then the internet said, you do not hurt Princess Mike Bloom. He's ours. We protect him. So then everyone jumped on this and went on the offensive to defend Mike. So yeah, Derek, I guess they squashed it. They squashed it later. Actually, in the beginning of our exit interview, I believe he addresses it when me and Rob did an exit interview with Derek. I think that was I don't think that was off camera. That was on camera, if I remember correctly. Let's see.
Hey everybody, we're here with the...
Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Where'd I put it? What else is in this tab? Sorry. Okay, hold on. No, not that one. And not this one. You know what? We'll do it the old school way, which is I do this. And then I do this. I've seen Dylan in hella commercials, chat, in the last like couple of months. This week, I saw him in a Samsung commercial. There we go. And there we go. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Okay. So this is what we were looking for. And I believe he addresses it at the beginning of this pod.
The great Derek Levasseur. Derek, first off, sad to see you go from the show. Can you talk a little bit about what went wrong at the round table with Boston Rob? It seemed like that you had all the evidence queued up, and then he got out of it.
He did. He did. He's a great player. That's what legends do. Before we start, we'll make it quick. We got to address the elephant in the room, Rob. We have to do it.
Yes.
Screen grab this. I know we're on a short time.
So, in case that's too small, it says his name is Mike. He's a really good podcaster and a respected journalist. So let's at least respect him enough to call him by his name when you're fishing for likes. And it's a little fishing pole. So he put the dagger down. He did not want that internet smoke anymore. So yeah, there you go. That's the lore from the Derek and Mike beef. Which, by the way, if it wasn't clear, Mike clearly was joking about like you don't want that smoke because like obviously there wasn't that big a deal. But yeah. Oh, okay? So y'all remembered it too. There we go. Perfect. Such a, I mean, listen, if I took an L like that, I would want to be on the right side of history. I like Gabby's Taco Bell commercial. If I saw this correctly, is Gabby hosting a new Hulu reality show? Did I see that correctly? And then Mike did a Reality Flash episode on it, and it was amazing. It was the perfect promotion for the Reality Flash, Mandy. Like that happened like very fresh, early into the Reality Flash too. She is? Yeah, I did see that. I did see that today. Well, today or yesterday. One of these 2 days. Would you mind sharing what VPN you use if you like it? I am trying one out for Big Brother and it's not great. Thank you. So, my friends who are out of the US and are looking to do this, I've been told by my sources being my other friends, my Canadian friends, that NordVPN works really well for feeds. I personally, when I was watching feeds in the, in the States, in Canada, Hide My Ass VPN, HMA, is my favorite feed, my favorite VPN to use. I would swear by that. That's the one I have used. So that would be my recommendation. What is Kelly? What is she saying to? Is that Adrian? Yeah, what's she saying to Adrian? Also, is Adrian becoming our serial guy at this point? Nord works for me. That's what I've heard. Yeah, Nord and HMA. Check them out. They're the two I recommend. I mean, if it can hide my wide rear, it must be good. Well, the ass in question is a donkey, not a butt. It would be fun if there's a third Elon sibling. Elon sibling. Yikes. That would not be fun. It would be fun if there's a third Efron sibling and their claim to fame is Dylan. Manifesting the return of claim to fame. Would love that. Adrian told Kelly she's instigating today and she's pissed, even though she's bragged about it. Ugh, chat, I love chaos. You love chaos. We love chaos. Drama, messiness. We're kind of in it. You know, we're into that for reality TV. I'm sick of Kelly. Like this week, I would love Keanu to win the veto, and for Kelly to leave. Is that wrong? Is that toxic? I've used ExpressVPN for years, especially if you want a good selection of Canadian VPs, UK, US options. There we go. iSpec says ExpressVPN. Check it out. Kelly's my jam. Preach. She is a lot. Yes. Different than chaos and just being an asshole. Agreed. Kelly's insufferable. Is Kelly just creating rumors about herself and complaining about the rumor? I don't get it. I don't get her game. The thing, I forgot to bring this up on the fucking pod today, but she irked me when she talked about how she's leaving here and she's going to get paid to do nothing, paid to exist, because she thinks she's already hit iconic levels. And I don't like that. I don't want a new generation of Tucker wannabes, especially like, imagine trying to emulate the Tucker game and doing it less fun. Like, at least Tucker was fun for like a good few weeks. For some people, Tucker never stopped being fun. For some, Tucker got very tiresome by week 5, but that's 5 weeks. This has been 2 weeks of Kelly and we're done. This was wild from earlier. What is this? Rachel, are you going around and spreading stuff? Kelly, I mean, yeah, I am instigating stuff. Rachel, why are you doing that? Kelly, I don't know. Boredom. Rachel, do you think that probably makes you get on the block? Kelly, do you think so? Maybe. What the fuck? Kelly's just frustrating. I thought Kelly was going to say no more putting me up before she talked herself into accepting it. I mean, a lot of people think that she's just looking for camera time, which I wouldn't be surprised at this point. But she keeps trying to be the hero of like, oh my God, then put me up. If it's going to help you, put me up. I got you. It's like, come on, please. Wait, when was that, chat? The timestamp for that is about 2 hours ago, 2 hours 30. Who is this? Oh my God. Is this the Coldplay guy? Yeah. Okay. So someone wrote in, if you were CEO Andy Byron, what excuse would you have given your wife? Am I like a scumbag in this situation? Like I'm trying to lie about this affair? Because I would claim Heimlich maneuver and that the cameras made it look intimate, but also I'd have the wherewithal to not duck when the camera's on me. If you stay cool and collected, probably not going to go viral. Oh, there was an Ainsley Mastermind Coldplay meme on. No fucking way. Oh, now I cannot wait for that. How about you never put yourself in that situation? I mean, Stephanie, 100%. To be clear, I don't want to do that. But if this is a scenario that I'm being asked to play out, we're just having fun with the scenario. I don't want to endorse this behavior, for the record. I'm not going to take a sip. Sometimes people being me, You take a sip right after you say something, people are like, wow, look at him. He's lying or he's nervous. Not me, though. But yeah. I feel like they should have known the minute they ducked out there, they got done. You think they'll get lawsuit happy? What, is there a lawsuit involved with it, Stephanie? Is there a lawsuit involved with? Oh, yeah, they're suing someone in their company for booking the tickets, right? Or something stupid like that. Also, we're caught up with the questions in the forum chat. So if you want to submit any more questions, feel free to do so, but we're caught up. The wife is badass. What happened there? Play stupid game, win stupid prizes? 100%. 100%. I am missing Blood on the Clock Tower on Saturdays. Did Dwight say he stopped them for all the duration, BB? Nope, they're running it tomorrow, Ice Peg. I did get the invite, but Leon and I may not be around. We are going to be going kayaking. Hopefully, that's our plan. Allegedly for breach of privacy, they did not give consent to be on the Jumbotron, but I doubt they'll have a case. I'm pretty sure when you buy a ticket, if you don't read the fine print, I'm assuming this is one of those things where you are allowed. You are allowed to be put on that Jumbotron. I don't think there's a case there, but hey, good luck to them. Where did Adrian go up instead of Will? No, I believe Will went up. Leonde 2.0. Not quite, because this was my idea. We're going to do kayaking. Might go for some Persian food after. Who knows? So I'm excited about that. So we'll take it. But yeah, I was kind of like, the weather's good. I wanted to go kayaking more. We should go again, you know? Sounds like a Pooya day? Exactly. Everyone gets put on the Jumbotron, otherwise people would sue Spirit. Yeah, sports team, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Pooya day? Not quite. It wasn't like a we have to do what I say. I was like, hey, I kind of want to go kayaking again. What are you saying Saturday? And then Liana was like, I got a little bit of work in the morning, got Pilates, but then after that I'm free. I was like, you want to go kayaking? She was like, yeah, let's go kayaking. What's my favorite Persian dish? The problem is, T, that for me, I'm always going to go with a sultani or a combination of either kubide and bag or juje because I need my kebabs. I don't get it often. Otherwise, Zerish Pulabo Morg is like my number one pick. Korma Sabzi's right up there too. But I don't order them when I go out because I'm trying to get the other stuff. Rachel told Kelly earlier that she thinks Kiana might stay over her and she's been spiraling since then. I love that. That's juicy, as Alan would say. Let me readjust myself in the seat chat. Have a great day. Thank you, Rob. Kayaking sounds fun. I do enjoy kayaking quite a bit. Speaking of you and Liana, after watching the PAL from the beginning and starting to get into 5 for 5, I see similarities in your chemistry as Rob and Nicole. Love it. Ooh, Sarah, first of all, I'm happy you're enjoying it. Thank you for watching. Second, what are the similarities? If you don't mind sharing, not all of them, obviously you don't need to do the whole thing, but some. Let me know. Public place, thousands of cameras. People are insane for thinking that that's anywhere private. Right, Jade, right. And like, you are a CEO of an entire corporation. Maybe you don't get the privilege on cheating on your wife so publicly? You know? You need to bring Liana to Indianapolis on August 10th after watching the PAL. I got an ad for the Indianapolis Indians game, our minor league teams having a mascot night. That really did fall perfectly in there, didn't it? How is the Minnesota food scene over there? Stephanie, we've not tried any like... No, what am I trying to say? Nothing like that's like, ooh, specifically regional, but I've been very satisfied with the food scene. If I'm being honest. Wow, mascot mania. What the fuck? Oh, wow. So the Colts, the Pacers, the Fever, Damn, so many of them are gonna be there. That's actually incredible. Do you order for Liana to get her to try all your faves? I have ordered for the both of us before. And Liana has, loved everything I've ordered, which makes me happy. But sometimes I would order a little more because I'm like, I want it, I'm like, you try it, but I kind of want it anyway. Oh, the wife's name was fake. Damn, DH. I know exactly what you mean. We go for the food not easy made at home. Exactly. Yeah, which, by the way, I can't make it myself. But it's like I've grown up with it so often that I'm like, I'm catching up on the kebab. I think Liana and Nicole have similar personalities, or at least similar ways of responding to you and Rob. That I agree with, for sure. Because I think low-key on a personality tip, I'm more Nicole and Liana's more Rob in some of their ways they operate. Also, I think sometimes people don't always get Rob's humor, maybe yours, but their responses are perfect. Right. I've been to a lot of professional baseball events in the minor league, in Indianapolis is one of my favorites, says Allie. Rob's more goofy than Pooya. Well, thanks, Rob. I didn't need to feel like I'm goofy. Gorsh. Where's this form? Great job on the update today. I would love your thoughts on noms today. Do you agree? What would you have done if you were Lauren? Thank you. Okay. If I'm Lauren, I said this on the update a little bit, and thank you for the compliment on the update. I do appreciate it. I felt good today. Though I did get a tweet. Someone tweeted at me and said, what did they say? They said, oh my God, did it get buried? I don't know if I can last another season of RHAP live feed updates with Pooya eye fucking me while I'm trying to focus on Terran's recaps. It's like, what? I did what? So that was wild. But to give you my answer on my thoughts on what I would do if I was Lauren. If I'm Lauren and I'm truly trying to ride the middle, right? If I'm truly trying to ride the middle, what I would do and what I would think I would want to do is I would want to put up the consensus picks, right? So Keanu makes a lot of sense. Kelly, I like her, but she is volunteering. That's a mistake on her. And also half the house wants her up. Easy. The third person, I would put someone I am not aligned with and I'm not really playing the game with. And I would tell them, hey, I hope you don't take this personally. You are 100% not my target, but you and I haven't really talked game and don't really align. I'm very open to continue to have a dialogue with you after this and talk and maybe build from there. But I do have to nominate 3, sadly, and you're like one of the ones I've not talked to. And I think that's fair. You can do that, and that's fine. I said I disagreed with the Will nomination so much because I don't think she realized this, but you put up Will, you've lost Ava, you've lost Will. That's 2 people. You're losing 2 for the price of 1. You low-key probably lost Adrian a little bit. That's 3. You've lost 3. That's not good. The problem is, next code, if Will was not in her alliance, if Will was not in the Bond alliance, I 1000% think Will is the perfect candidate for the third. But despite the fact that they haven't talked game, they're in an alliance together. I feel like they should have kept him off, Yeah, was I saying I've never seen you making eyes at the camera, by the way? I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know. Gotta come down with his eyebrows. Yeah, I can't help it. I can't help what my eyes do. I mean, in her mind, she kind of did that to her. Will was not with her. Right. And I think that's the key, is to remember that we see everything and we have all the feelings. However, we do not, we are not in the house, right? Lauren is in the house. And in her mind, she's like, Will just survived. He's not going anywhere. And he survived 13 people did not vote for him. So he's not going anywhere. And also we haven't talked game. And also, he's a friend, so he should get it. I think for Will, the problem is he doesn't want to be seen as a pawn. Right? Now, you're saying, who would I put up? So in this scenario, I'm Lauren, right? In this scenario, I'm Lauren. I feel like I would have gone ahead and put... Low-key, I feel like if she had talked to Riley, Riley would have volunteered. I think there's a world where Riley would have been like, I'll ride for you. I'll do it. I'll prevent Keanu from winning the veto. I could see that happening. But I think I would have put up Ashley. I think. That's someone a lot of my alliance wants up, someone who has annoyed quite a bit of the house already, and someone who I can legitimately be like, hey, you and I don't really have like game relationship here. So, because literally when Ashley goes into the room and says, wow, this is our first one-on-one ever, which is not true, our first game talk ever, which is not true, because I remember very clearly Ashley talking Lauren through the vote between Zay and Amy Thursday night or Wednesday night a couple of weeks ago. But those are kind of the two names I see, and I think Ashley made the most sense. Now, Ashley, I think, is still the strongest candidate for the fourth nom, but problem is she's still trying to ride with the girls too. That's true, Goat. That's true. But also then you've put, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I definitely didn't see it as big of a dilemma as she did, but I'm not in the house again. Pooya, give your thoughts on Mickey's latest thoughts on Morgan. I'll go back and listen. Ziggy, I have no idea what those are. You tell me. What did Mickey say about Morgan? What have I missed? She honestly was, she was almost so codependent about Nam's most decisions. She honestly walked out of the and said she was going to talk to people until someone tells her what to do. I did feel bad for her though, because she was genuinely so stressed. I mean, again, fan of the show, 22 years of age. Definitely, this feels like a big decision to make. And she had decision paralysis, which I think a lot of us have had in our lifetime. Pooya, are you and Leon water people? What do you mean by that, Ice Peg? What do you mean by that? Tell me more. What has been your favorite parody meme of the Coldplay CEO incident? I think, if I'm being not offensive, I think it's been incredibly played out at this point. I feel like everyone's done it. The amount of sporting events I've seen do the kiss cam, they're calling it the Coldplay cam. I saw a legitimate soccer team score a goal today and celebrate it using the Coldplay celebration. So I don't really have a favorite one. It was fun, but all right, I'm tired. Mickey's getting a little sus of Morgan and doesn't like how much control Morgan needs to have. Mickey and Jimmy were talking to each other about it for like 30 minutes. Oh my God. Now you're telling me Mickey and Jimmy are relinking up again? I thought those two were not feeling each other. Oh my God. Oh, Mickey told Jimmy that she feels like Morgan can talk to Vince and Zach alone, but anytime Mickey tries talking with people alone, Morgan comes in. Interesting. I mean, Mandy, you're absolutely right. When Lauren is being told lies by her own final two and Vince isn't even, if Vince had tipped her off last night of like, yo, Will's gonna be big mad. Will and Ava were very mad at this downstairs. We should probably not put him up. That helps her. That's answers she can get and use. What did Vince do? Keep making it seem vague and unknown. Oh, I don't know how they're gonna react. So that's just gonna keep her mind racing. Yeah. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Mickey also talked with Zach about Morgan liking her. Oh, dear God. Why? Was going to say it's lazy river tubing for you guys. Oh, my God. Ice Peg. Yeah, we are water people. That sounds phenomenal to me. Adrian was trying to get her to nominate Mickey with repeating twice. Let's go back to the top of the list. Mickey. Adrian, bless his heart, but Adrian needs to just chill. I don't think anyone's going to listen to Adrian here. By anyone, I mean this week. I think this was a good moment for Mickey because you should not vent to Jimmy about this. Of all people, no, Jimmy has one of the loosest lips in the house. This house has a lot of loose lips, but Jimmy's typically in the middle of the telephone game in some capacity. What do you think Vince's true number one is? Dear Lord, himself? I don't know. Because he has a lot of final twos in that house. Who do you think it is? I don't think it's... Part of me wants to say Zach, but I don't think it's Zach. I think Lauren makes sense to me, but I don't know about that. Let's be real, Morgan, Jimmy, Mickey, our cousin complain about one another to one another. Exactly. Mickey has been painting a target on Morgan quite a bit for making realizations. She has positioned with more confidence and trusting her gut. She was very concerned Ava was going to be upset with her, and that showed when she really wants to keep working with Ava, and Ava with her based on their comments today. That makes me happy. I did see someone say that Ava's playing the anyone but me game, and she's not going to have a problem moving forward, which I think is good. But I also think if you're Ava, you don't want to ever feel like this could happen to you what's happening to Will. So, but I don't think Ava thinks that way at all. I feel like this week we found out who everyone really wanted up because everyone was pitching something different, more like to put up as a third nominee. We're getting there a little bit because there's less consensus names out. And by less, I mean just Amy's gone, right? We talked about this on the update today, but if Keanu leaves, or Kelly leaves this week, the game opens because now more people have to go up. And you gotta be fucking evil to put up Will next week. Ava Social Game was elite. I love everything I've seen from Ava. Ava's amazing. Curious on your thoughts. Do you think if Morgan saves her power, you mean Mickey saves her power, that people will forget about third power and it could possibly be successful? Or has it been discussed too much at this point? Too much, Sarah Lynn. I think too many people are hyper aware of every power and where it could be. 2 of them are flushed. They all know, they don't know it's a power yet, but they know Zach has 10K. That comes up still. And I think that Zach has told enough people he thinks Mickey has it. I saw Adrian today talking about how he's narrowed it down to Mickey, Morgan, and Rachel. Or no, Mickey, Ashley, and Rachel as far as who has the power. I think the power's cooked. So, yeah. Preseason, I really wanted to like Ava, but I was so scared I'd be let down and she'd be awful. I'm happy to have been wrong about my work. She's fucking great. She looked like she was going to be fun TV in the interviews. I didn't have like winning hopes or good game sense hopes. I thought she was just going to be super entertaining. She has decent game sense and is good TV. It's a win-win. And I'm very happy about that. Ava went back to Lauren again after discussing the Will nom once, just to reaffirm to her that even if Will doesn't want to work with her after, with the bond after this, she was still locked in with Lauren. That is a very good piece of work. I love that from Ava. Adrian and Zach had conversations about it. The power, that I did see. What are the particulars for Mickey's power? She can take over an HOH if she activates it, but the HOH that has the power that she's attempting to steal gets an opportunity to interrogate the house one by one and then lock in an official guess as to who is trying to steal their powers. If they're correct, Mickey gets exposed and they do not lose their HOH power. If they're incorrect, Mickey successfully takes over the reins of the HOH week. All right, next question in the form is, any chance for a Persian food cooking stream? I mean, I'd have to buy all the ingredients and do it. So if I feel confident, I would be very down because we do have a good setup for a cooking stream in this kitchen. Do you do anything creative that you don't share? Art, writing, music, etc. I used to write music. And by that I don't mean like music like tones. I used to like write lyrics, whether they were in rap form or otherwise. I would write a lot, but that's like a long time ago. I don't do that anymore. Art, the last time I did art was on stream. Y'all saw me draw a picture of Liana. But yeah, it was probably writing music would be the one for the most part. Kiana would guess Rachel. I mean, that would be money. Who knows about Mickey's power besides Morgan? Zach is like 99% certain that Mickey has it, and he's been telling a bunch of people that he thinks Mickey has it. So the twins on Unlock were previewing the next HOH comp. They were outside the house and heard a big explosion. Too soon for pressure cooker. It is the perfect time for pressure cooker. When did pressure cooker happen? BB25. Was that week 4? BB25. I mean, it's still a little too early for pressure cooker, but I don't give a shit. I would like it to happen. You know? Let's see. Because fucking what's his name won, right? Cameron. That was week 4. That was the week 4 HOH. Cameron won. So that makes sense. Oh, but they were there for Sunday's comp. Right. Izzy went out. Was it that week Izzy went out? So then it was week 6, not week 4. My bad. Okay, so this week is not going to be in pressure. No. Give him pressure and cut out the wall just to freak them all out. I don't think they could handle that, Lori. Jag went out but was saved. Okay, so then, if that's the week that Jag went out and was saved, then it is, that is the week 4. That was the week 4 HOH. That was week 4 HOH. Yeah. So that would line up if it's next week. But you know how I know it's not next week? They would have said something by now. There's no way they would have, right? They gave us a week's notice that the pressure cooker was happening. As you used to write songs, I figured based on the bits you share with us via distracts and whatnot, I write as well. Yeah, I was very good with writing quickly, and finding rhyming schemes that worked. Which is why, like, when I do the diss tracks and stuff, it's a lot faster of a turnaround for me. I loved it in the dark except the strobe lights. I didn't like the snakes, otherwise it was fine. Thank you, Kim. They would want to hype it up. Exactly. They'd want to proper hype it up. Yeah, Heisem went out and then the pressure cooker happened at the end of week 3. So by that logic, it would be the end of it would be Thursday. But they're promoting ING, etc. I don't think so. I think listen, for me, the pressure cooker is always going to be my version of the pressure cooker is going to be my version of the wall comp. I'm always going to bring it up. I'm always going to think about it, hope that it happens. But that would be money. If they keep talking about wall cup and they get psych, now stand here and try and get the pressure cooker. I wonder if they'll think this last veto was too close to the pressure cooker, so they won't do it. It's possible, but they should do it. Would you do a cook along stream and teach us your favorite Persian dish? I would be unopposed to that. I'd have to learn how to make that Persian dish first, though. I think perfect time for pressure cooker is the week before jury, or at least jury. I'm fine with that. Age which will have something to do with goo. It always does, Calibus. It always doze. I don't know how to explain the timeline, but I'm sure you know where I mean. Yeah. The timeline, we're on the same page here. I can't remember. Did they get a bathroom break in either pressure cooker? Nope. You can pee on the floor or you can pee no more. I think this cast would go for it in pressure cooker. That's why I think it's the perfect season for it. Do you and Liana watch feeds together? Not right now. Liana has watched like some feeds and it's been, in the morning on her own. We have not watched feeds together. I typically do not like watching feeds with others because I need my headphone experience. And by others, I mean, like, if we're doing it, like, she's on her computer, I'm on mine, I'm fine with that. But I need my headphones on my head. I need your headphones on yours because you need the full, like, whisper experience. Some people will watch on the TV. I can't do that. I can't watch on the TV. I'd piss my pants with no shame. Or you can pee on the reward. If someone urinated beside me, oh my God. Skip all and go all in on pressure cooker. I would love that. I don't know if I have it in me to pee myself and know it's going to be on television. I don't know if I could handle that. I don't know if I could do that personally. How are you selling into your city? Have you tried making offline friends? This isn't a read. I also moved recently and I don't even know where to start outside of work. Well, congratulations on your move. Hope it's been a smooth transition. I've been settling in real nice. I love it here. Leon and I legitimately have talked about this potentially being the forever location. Obviously, jobs permitting, but we're very happy here currently. I love it. And I'm excited to see what the fall looks like, what the spring looks like, what the winter looks like. Get all the seasons going. I have not made any offline friends, though. And honestly, I'm fine. Like, I've never really needed offline friends. I'm one of the few people who online friendships and offline friendships kind of feel similar to me. I do need my social output at some point, but like I get that 4 or 5 times a year and I'm okay with that. Well, and Liana and us interacting with the world is fine. We do that as well. Probably even piss early to make my neighbors uneasy, then have lesser fucks to give later. Oh my God. I pack some adult diapers in my bag just in case. Ain't no way they'll let you use it though. But also, I don't know. I'd rather not sit in my own, like in a diaper that's got my urine in it. How about a pressure cooker on a wall that doesn't move? It's just planks and they have to hold buttons. I mean, that could be a shout. Come back to Canada. What's going on in Canada right now? Have you explored parks and stuff? We've been to like one maybe. So the answer is no, Softy. Yay, thanks Natalie. Yeah, no, it's been amazing. We've loved it so far. Will you be at the RHAP events this year? I know there's one in San Francisco. Not sure about the other. Do you ever go to the patron meetups? I have been at the couple of patron meetups, the Tuesday night events before the thing. I'm there. I will be going to New York. I'm going to be in that one. That's in October. San Francisco I'm like a 60% right now going. So I'm not guaranteed to go quite yet, but I will be in New York. So that's one I'm guaranteed to go to. What's going on? We don't have a regime. I don't know. You'll be fine on the diaper. Skin breakdown won't happen that quick. That's not my concern. It's just the ickiness. Better a diaper than jeans, just saying. I mean, I wouldn't want to pee, period. I ain't doing that. AZ! Oh, shit! AZ, thank you for resubbing for 6 months in advance at tier 3 level. Appreciate that. Thank you for your support, AZ. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for being here for the rest of the year and welcoming in to 2026. Appreciate you. Please, boring TV. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Are you saying titillating television is someone peeing themselves? Is that what you're into? Respawning? Listen, I don't shame people's television enjoyment, but if I have to shit or piss myself to be good TV, then yes, I'm absolutely boring TV. Absolutely. I'd be going to a Jersey event. New York City by myself gives me anxiety. That's fair, Stephanie. I found, Stephanie, in my experience, a lot of people end up going to the New York events and stuff. So you can coordinate with people. That does help for sure. Less peeing, just the eye fucking. Wow, Mandy, relax. No one said anything about eye fucking. We're not doing that either. We're not doing that either. Does anyone know how Rob did on the traders? Is he allowed to tell anyone? Just curious. One, I do not think he is allowed to tell anyone per like probably an NDA. But two, even if he was to break that, Rob would never do that. Rob doesn't tell people shit. Rob's not told me anything, and I've not wanted to know anything, which I'm very happy about. Because as long as I don't know, I'm pumped for the pod. I'm pumped for the pod. The coverage should be fun. Can't wait to see how he does. I want the anticipation. I need time to go by quicker, but you know. Self-incrimination? Says who? What'd I do? I have too much social anxiety to attend any live events. That's fair. Do we have a premiere date? We do not. We have no idea. At this point, we're ballparking January. What comps besides Pressure Cooker would you like to see this season? Low key, selfishly, as many comps as feeds allows. I want comps on feeds. So as much as I don't want them to fucking talk about it, wall comp, give me. And slip and slide, give me. Give me both. Is it safe for Squid Game analysis? Stephanie, I'll be honest, because it's been like a month since I watched it, I've forgotten a lot of it. So I would be useless to analyze any Squid Game stuff right now. Arbone is respectfully a rule follower. We are not calling somebody Arbone. Surely. I said something squirt bottle worthy. Ah, I see. I want to see the slip and slide with no tall people. Cosine. I hate that we don't see HOH on feeds anymore, or rarely. We don't see any HOH on any live component, whether it's feeds or the fucking Thursday episode anymore. Give me the ones where they have to guess the news in the world and talk about Coldplay CEO guy. That happened once, Sam, and that is, no, we don't need that. They won't get it. They won't get it unless they experience it like now. They had to be there, you know? Wonder if we'll get another Janky World. We could. I think they like Janky World, right? When is the San Francisco event? November. I believe, yeah, November. But he loves the nickname. It was a ref who potted. Ah, gotcha. I miss live HOH on the episodes. I agree. Give me, you know which HOH I want? The fucking like golf one where they just each go up and roll a ball and then that's it. But I want it live. I want it live. I want to be there being like, oh my God, who's going to get HOH? That's what I want. Did the power veto always you and someone else, or did it used to? Wait. Oh, so the power veto is always, if you win the veto equals safety. So if you win it and you use it on someone else, they are also safe, because you can't use it on someone else and then they replace you there. They can't do that. So that's always been the case. Oh, Sam says November 5th for San Francisco. Adrian's full lobbying to play veto. I don't fucking blame him. I'd rather play the veto off the block and win it and protect myself than to be on the block and have to fight for it. Crapshoot style on fees. Hell yeah, that would be so sick. Get rid of HH comps and just have them spin a wheel of names at the end of each Thursday episode. Red Wings. While I don't disagree that could be fun because it could produce some random winners, the minute the first 3 weeks are like the 3 Jack dudes, people would say this is the worst twist to have ever happened in the history of the show. So, unfortunately, I don't think that flies. He's pitching Ashley backdoor. Interesting. It is interesting that there's a world where Keanu and Kelly are on the block, and some people might not want either gone, but Adrian is pitching Ashley backdoor. Oh no, the question was not screwed up at all, Izzy. You're good. They didn't make the comments mean nothing after night 1. Yeah, the comments meant jack shit. Now I wonder if they're going to be like, I need a new accomplice. I am the mastermind. Who do I get? Maybe that happens, but I don't think so. Which drafter had the most similar picks to you? As in, who are you most concerned with sniping your picks, either BB or Survivor? Which drafter had the most similar picks to you? Who are you most concerned with sniping your picks? Oh, you mean on drafts? Okay. In Survivor, it's always Taryn. I don't know what it is about Taryn, but him and I have very similar thoughts on Survivor picks. And by similar, I mean, I like people, and then for some reason, Taryn loves their pet peeves. Like literally this season, when he was given the first pick in the draft by Shannon, I just knew in my heart, this man's picking Shaheen. I just don't know what it was. I was like, this man's picking Shaheen. For me, I don't fucking look at the pet peeves ever. But I remember looking at Shaheen's being like, it doesn't seem as interesting for Taryn to want to pick him, so I should be safe from Taryn. But so many picks Taryn has made have been picks I wanted or Liana has wanted in the past. So that's an easy one. Big Brother is a little bit of a... Okay, so Big Brother, let's eliminate people more. Actually, you know what? I think it's Rob. I think Rob is more likely to end up with people I want in the draft. If Aman would not be so wishy-washy, maybe I could see it being him also. But it's Rob. Because Melissa... Some of the picks Melissa's made, I just did not believe in or understand. But then with Rob, he always gets the picks I would like to have. Like, even if they're not a winner pick, they're one I want to root for kind of thing. So. Digital NDA fake rumor. Taryn chose Shaheen because he knew you wanted him. I wouldn't even give Taryn that level of credit. I don't think he had any idea who I wanted. Melissa, the BB Shannon of the draft. No, I would say they're very different. Very different. As far as shit talking and failing to back up the shit talk, Aman is the BB Aman's the BB Shannon of the draft. But yeah, that's accurate. So there's a world where come Thursday, voting neither Keanu or Kelly are on the couch. That would be wild. Are you doing any AU versus the world coverage? I am. The team is back, chat. We're gonna get the same crew you got for the last season of Australian Survivor. Myself, Mike Bloom, and Chappelle will be joining Shannon an episode apiece on a weekly. You got a bingo? I got Feeds bingo last night. I cooked, chat. Feeds bingo, I was successful. I took a huge L doing the eviction bingo. Our last JLP season, we need to savor it. I need Kiana to stay for fun fees now that is someone who I think would go for it in a pressure cooker. I agree. I want Kiana to stay. But If he doesn't win anything, he won't. Would Liana ever play Peak? Who else would you want to play Peak with? Liana, I think I could see her being down if she had time for sure. Phil and Jenny, add them in, obviously on an automatic. There's not a lot of people I wouldn't want to play Peak with. I think I need people who are a combination of me, where it can be a stressy game, but they'll make it fun. They'll make jokes. That's what I want. AJ would be funny. I agree. What's the schedule for AU versus the world? I don't know. What I do know is that it's coming in next month. And I would assume it's going to be like 2 or 3 episodes a week. Right? That makes the most sense, I think. Because that's just how AU rolls. Next month, sorry. Mid-August. 2 a week, we'll take it. Yeah, I think there's no world they do 1 episode a week. At least 2 a week. 4 players on Peak, but I think there are mods that can increase. Yeah, there's mods where you can play more than 4. How many can you play together with? I think the mod lets you put up to 20. I don't think as a low level patron I have access. Any other suggestions on how to watch VPN? For what, Sarah? The Australian Survivor? AU versus the world? Are you in... Do you have access to the RHAP Discord? Or do you have access to my Discord? If you have access to my Discord, there are people that can help you there. If you have access to the RHAP Discord, there's people that can help you there. Those are the 2 spots you can pull up to. Because people will typically, like... Someone will have a watch party and stream the episode kind of thing. Liana mentioned Clam has asthma. Does she get an inhaler? No. So Clam was told... We were told Clam is on... You're good, Sarah. You're good. Oh, Sam says all level patrons, whether Discord or not, have access. Okay, Sam. Look at Sam out here putting out fires. Yeah, so we were told that Clam is on asthma watch because she could have asthma. It's not 100%. There were a couple of times where we've had her have the big, like, she's panting heavy, but we've had no issues. There's been no issues otherwise. So, yeah. Thankfully, she's been fine. But 1 or 2 moments that has happened, I was like, oh my God, what is this? What is the honest fair Persian dish? She does love a good juju kebab. Did you catch any of the viral clips from the Jubilee video featuring Mehdi Hassan? I watched the entire 1 hour 40 minutes of that Jubilee video. And chat, my mind was on fire. I was in disbelief with what I was watching. Who is your winner pick now? I mean, low-key, I'm not... Okay, you tell me this. I cannot watch it. I saw clips. I'll admit, but I can't watch it. It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's heavy. Like, there is a big chance you can rage quit it. I watched it on 1.5 speed just to get through it fast. Okay, so chat, you tell me this. Taryn has Ashley, Lauren, and Kelly on his team. That's Taryn's team. Aman has Morgan, Jimmy, and Adrian on his team. Melissa has Zach and Ava, and who's the third pick she had? Will on her team. I actually think Melissa might have the strongest team, but let's finish. Rob has Keanu, Catherine, and Rachel. And then I, as of this week, have Mickey and Vince. I think as a team with only 2, I have a very strong team. I think that myself and Melissa have the top 2 teams. I don't know who I'd put in which order. But my winner pick, I'm backing Mickey right now. I'm feeling Mickey's game more than anybody's. Or I might even say, is it nuts to think Vince could do it? Going into the season, I had Vince as my pick. So, but yeah, I think Mickey's who I'm backing. But yeah, funnily enough, I feel like, and obviously it could be wrong, but I think that this once again, we might be in a Pooya or Melissa wins again. If I win again, this feels scripted, right? Because it's like I won 23, Melissa won 24, I won 25, Melissa won 26, and then if I win 27, yeah. It's been a while since I've had a team that I felt this good about early, because if you remember last year, I had Quinn, Leah, and Matt Hardman. Matt went immediately. I was left with Quinn and Leah, who couldn't find. Quinn looked good for a while, and then it went sideways quick. And then 25, I had Jag, Blue, and who the fuck was my third pick? Let me look at the BB25 cast real quick. I had, who was my third pick? Heisem. I think I had Heisem. Yep, I had Heisem. It was Heisem, Blue, and Jag. And it looked like I was about to lose all three in the pre-jury. And then Jag stuck around and won it. And then I have not, and then 24, if we had not seen feeds, I would have given myself the first pick and I would have picked Taylor. But that season is an anomaly because that was the one season where we watched the first night of feeds, then the draft. And I was like, Taylor looked like she was all but set to leave. So I was too scared, didn't pick her. I ended up with Monty and who the fuck did I have on 24? Fuck, did I have Pooch on my team? No. Who was on my team? I had I had Jasmine, Monty, and my third pick was it Pooch? Did I really end up with Pooch on my team? No shot, right? Oh, was it Indy? No, I think Amon took Turner over Indy. I think Indy got left to the end. It was Pooch. It was Monty, Pooch, and Jasmine. What a pick. And then the last time I feel like I cooked with my team was my first draft with RHAP USR Big Brother. And that was, I had Xavier, I had Big D, and I had Sarah Beth on my team. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this is the best I felt about my team in a minute, as you can tell based on what you've just heard. Any new grilling stories? No, I grilled a bunch of chicken this past week. I did a meal prep, and it went very successfully. Taryn drafting Paloma and Daniel, how humiliating. Taryn's survivor drafting saves his legacy. I don't want to be the one to say it, but outside of BB26, Taryn's drafts were a little tragic. I don't recall what his team was for BB23, but this season, Taryn's team is not looking great. Now, obviously, he has all three. Anything can happen. But Taryn has Ashley, Kelly, and Lauren. And Kyle, too, kind of. Yeah, to Daniel, Paloma, and Kyle. I think that one's especially bad because that was the season where we found out who had HH. We watched the feeds and Taryn was like, I'm picking Daniel out the gate. He had DX, Alyssa, Hannah. I remember the DX pick because I remember a certain Amon got very upset. Really did pick Kelly just on vibes? He did, yeah. Have you been driving? I have still not gotten behind the wheels of the car. Do I like to go camping in camping stores? I've never been camping. That's my story. I've never been camping. Whose place did he take? What was his name? The guy who ended up on the circle. Marvin. Liana's still not been given her driver's license, even though I've had mine for about a month now. I think Ashley makes so much in the draft pick. She's not playing like you'd anticipate. Ashley was the consensus first pick in the draft, Katharina. If anyone was given the first pick this season, they would have gone with Ashley. Anyone. Taryn did what the rest of us would have done. So it's unlucky that it's not how we anticipated it being, but also Ashley's not out the game yet. So do you want to try camping? No, if I'm being honest. I would rather not. The idea, the prospect of staying outdoors in an area that could have bears terrifies me. Or wildlife of any kind. I'm a little bit of a bougie boy. What can I say? A little luxury. A little glamping, maybe. Because I don't think I could handle it. I'd be terrified to fall asleep. I'm all about glamping, though. Okay, so glamping's the thing we're allowed to do. I'll take it. Who knows about Rob? I feel like Rob will go off the board. What do you mean Rob would go off the board? If Mickey uses her power and the HOH gets it wrong, is it public? HOH gets it wrong? No. Or at least that's not what it's... No, I don't think so. Maybe. I have no idea. No, I don't know. I don't think so. My guess is I don't think so, Rebecca. Per property, you can go camping on most of the lazy river sites. There are like 7 different ones in Minnesota. I have to look this up, Icepeg. I want Kelly to get caught with a racial lie today. Okay, thank you. Fingers crossed. Glamping. Yeah, we're on the same. We won't glamping. What if you play a camping video game? More down for the camping video game than camping raw in real life. Marbles tonight? Yes, we're doing a cheeky 5. We're doing a cheeky 5. Snakes ruined me from camping. I won't tell the story. Thank you, because if you tell me I'm never going camping, maybe in a camper, maybe in a camper. He doesn't necessarily 100% pick Ashley first. I think Rob would be like, everyone wants Ashley. I'll just let them have it. Rob kind of does father us a little bit in these drafts where he's like, oh, the kids, well, let's just get the kids what they want, you know? You know what? I'll be the last pick. Looking out for the kids. Do you think this will be a bitter jury? I mean, it's way too early to tell. But I have a feeling maybe. Who knows? But I don't think so. Hubby hikes mountains and has to camp on way up. Oh my god. I believe they said her HH becomes public. Okay, there we go. So it's going to become public if the power is used regardless. It's just a matter of does she get caught or not caught. I like this song. Let me add it to my playlist real quick. You can rent a little pop-up camper that you can tow using a car. Okay. He flew the Women Life Freedom flag from Kilimanjaro. Amazing. Mickey needs to get her team in one room, confess, swear it will not be used on any of them, but she needs help getting it off for her. Everyone knows. Who do we think Mickey is most likely to try and use her power on? I think currently it's just there as a one-up of like, oh shit, we don't like this HOH. It could go sideways. We need to use it. Do you have a favorite movie genre / subgenre? I would say it used to be comedy. Used to be comedy. I don't know at this point if it's comedy. It probably still is comedy. Or like a good action movie, perhaps. It's kind of the two directions I go with movies. Too serious can make me sad. Too scary will make me scared. So, yeah. Have I watched the new South Park? Not yet. Leon and I are planning on watching it tomorrow. So, yeah. Them's the plans. Have I seen F1 yet? Is that the... I'm assuming that's a Formula 1 movie, right? I have not seen that. You think Morgan is going to go pre-jury? I really hope not, and I do... My heart says no, but it's also not impossible. But I don't think so. I don't think so. The issue is there aren't real alliances yet. Not good ones. Not long-lasting ones. It's been so long since a good comedy has been released. What's the last good comedy, in your opinion, respawning? Do you think they'll go with a 7-person jury? That's what they did last... What did they do last year? I like to always assume whatever the last season did, they'll do. I think last year was 7, right? Yeah, last year was 7. Last 2 have been 7. So 7 makes sense. I mean, 9 was just... 9 is a lot. And that's like too many people just getting the free jury experience. So, wow, Lori. About a 3-person jury? Just final 5 on. You get something. If you could redraft for BB27 knowing what you know now, who would you have picked? I genuinely, and here's the thing, I would have picked Morgan in the draft if I could get her. I'm happy with having Mickey and Vince. They're on they're operating with different parts of the house, which is intriguing. I really like Vince's gameplay for right now. I love Mickey's mind for the game. So that's good. That's 2 pluses. Now we go back to my last pick, right? And if I was in the same spot and my last pick is left between Amy, Riley, and Zay, I've not gone back to think about that because I was never going to pick Riley. I had no interest in picking Riley. So I guess the question is, would I pick Riley because Amy's now out of the house? I guess for that reason, maybe I would, but I still don't think he's winning. So I'm fine to just have 2 people on my team. Because I think if I was in Rob's spot, I would have picked Keanu before I picked Vince, potentially. Maybe, not guaranteed, but maybe. But no, it worked out really well for me. I was very happy with my Vince Mickey back-to-back picks. Did Matthew Barrett also say no one in a cowboy hat has ever won? Is that a fact? I mean, I'm not surprised by that. Still not worth it to pick Riley? Exactly. At the end of the day, I can root for my team guilt-free and not feel icky about having Riley on my goddamn team. Matt Barrett, of course, the man came with stats. Of course he did. I was with Vince's mentality of don't make people mad at me for his first age, but now for now it seems it's worked after several seasons of seeing the first age immediately targeted. Yeah, his social game has proven stronger than his game acumen, but playing it safe worked out for Vince. Because think of it this way, Mandy, the 2 people that were on the block on the way out are both gone already. Zay's gone and Amy's gone. So that's 2 people, 2 bits of smoke disappeared. Ashley was also on the block, but I think with Ashley, it's patched up enough for now that it's fine, but also that's why he wants Ashley out. I think if he gets rid of Ashley, it's like he never won HOH in the first place. Welcome in, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. What are you looking forward to next week? I am looking forward to, so Leon and I have our big episode 30 for the PAL. We're doing an AMA episode, which the people, y'all have smashed it. In the Pooya and Liana Lounge form, we have about 40 submissions that came in the last 2 days, and counting. So some good questions there to answer. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to, oh God, Big Brother's going to be fun this week, I think. So I'm excited for that. What else do I have going on next week? My father-in-law's visiting next week, by end of next week, but that's going to be fun. I do have my first dentist appointment since moving to Minnesota. That's fun. Not really, but you know, it's happening. What do you do for self-care? How do you deal with a poopy day? I like to think of different things that soothe me. Is a good walk with just music in my ears helps. A good movie or video to take my mind off things. Video games can take my mind off things. Hanging out with friends can take my mind off things. Those are all a combination of things I like to do. Or journal, write them out, write it all up, put it out there. Not even write them out to like read. Writing out things allows you to process things better, or speaking them out loud, either or. So if you don't have anyone you're comfortable speaking with, write it out. That helps a lot for me. We hated it, but it did work out how I wanted. Right, Mandy, exactly. What's on your playlist for walks? I just throw my liked songs on shuffle, Ben, and I write it out. What's the best way to message you a question about a sub-related thing? A sub-related? What do you mean by sub-related, Tara? Put the PAL playlist on for bed sometimes. Hope not too weird, but y'all are calming. Thank you, Olive Shoes. That's not that. I don't think that is weird at all. At all. Journaling is such a foreign concept to me. Any tips? Honestly, Stephanie, I'm a new adapter to it. But it's helped me when because I've learned I do a lot of self-reflection and a lot of thinking in my mind sometimes it feels like, if I was to visualize it or paint a picture, sometimes it feels like there's a limited amount of space up here and all the words don't fit in this like measurement, right? This is not enough space for all the words. So I will start writing them down, which means I can empty the space here and then opens room for other words. That may have not made sense. But yeah, all I do is I literally just write a stream of consciousness as I go on. Just that. So I'll be like, write my feelings out, my thoughts, and then just putting it out there allows me to process it better, and then I move on. Y'all, thank you so much for the combos. Thank you. I'm still getting error joining Discord. Discord wants your server ID so they can fix it for me. Ooh, Mandy, can you help Tara with this? Is this possible? Sometimes it's gonna be hard knowing what to journal. Google journaling prompts for some ideas. Yeah, that's also a thing you can do. I just literally write down my thoughts and move through. I'm typing this through the viewer. Are we working? Taylor, we are. Hello. Someone say yes, Taylor. Yes, Taylor, hello. If you do not know, chat, BB Viewer is out with its official release today. Shout out to Liquidated who made it happen. And BB Viewer, Liquidated was nice enough to add our chat into it. So if you're watching feeds using BB Viewer now, and you click on the little settings cog and you click on the chat, there are 3 chat rooms. If you click Pooya, it'll populate my chat and my chat will be next to the feeds, which is amazing. Yeah, that's very cool. I do appreciate it because last couple seasons they've had Terrans in the viewer, and this season ours got added as well, which is sick. Is that even if you're offline? Yeah, you can use the chat as an offline chat if you wanted to. So if you're watching feeds at any time with BB Viewer and you're like, let me just write my thoughts here, maybe someone else is watching, you can use the offline chat. It's possible. It's possible. Next question in the forum is, what's your favorite position? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy. Pooya After Dark. It is not even midnight yet, friends. What are we doing? Anyone from this season of Big Brother you could see inviting into your Goose Goose streams? I know you can't speak for Dwight, but anybody you might think would be fun for Blood on the Clock Tower. I'm sorry, but I do low-key feel like Keanu would be a good ad for Blood on the Clock Tower. For Goose Goose, I think Morgan is still a #1 get. Ava Pearl for both would be amazing. I think Vince could also. I think Adrian could be fun. I think people would say Kelly, get Kelly for the chaos, and I would say no, probably not. Probably couldn't handle it. By couldn't handle it, I mean me couldn't handle it. Ava would be a get for sure. Keanu bursting into Blood on the Clock Tower chats, 100%. Keanu getting told off by Dwight for not muting up or not joining the game after the meetings. It's time for meetings. That would work. That would work hundo P. Do I smoke cigarettes? No, not anymore. I am a former cigarette smoker. Smoked for many years. I have not smoked now in a long time. And I miss it at times, but I've gotten way better with it than I used to. So easily I would say smoking cigarettes was like the worst thing I started because I really thought that, oh, I can just put it down. And then I discovered that I have an addicting personality. I get addicted. So I was like, shit. But yeah, what helped was just cold turkey. I tried a couple of times the waning off method of like, okay, we're going to go from 20 to like 15 and then from 15 to like 10. And that was not it. You either quit vaping. Amy, my experience was moving locations helped. Where once I had to move, it was like, okay, new habits, new chapter here. We pretend we don't do this anymore. And like that helped quite a bit for me. Because what I found was I made it very easy to find an excuse to make for myself to buy cigarettes or buy a pack. So stuff like that helped. Are we sure Kelly isn't Kate Mara? I think so. It's so much easier to start than quit. Always. The other day I was at the doctor's office with my dad. I heard a guy talk about nursing. He was like 79, smoked cigarettes until he was 76, and started when he was 7 or 8. Some people, it doesn't impact. They're just living their life. They're fine. But it's not only expensive. I got very like paranoid about health stuff. And I was like, I don't want anything to happen to me. So, and then once I quit chat, what helped was, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I've not smoked since quitting. I have. And initially when I jumped back, it was, by jump back, I mean, I had like some cigarettes one night. It was hard because I was like, shit, I forgot how good this was. But as recently as about a month ago, I smoked, I want to say 3 cigarettes in one night, and the smell was awful. I couldn't handle the smell. And just knowing that that was the smell I had for like years. I was like, nah, I made the right choice. But that was the sign of like, oh, I've like healed a little bit, because before I wouldn't even notice the smell. So moving definitely is an option. I quit cold turkey once for 9 months. So I know how I can do it. I got around a friend that was vaping and started back. Ah, gotcha, Amy. That also, yeah, that is tough. Yeah, good luck to everyone working on quitting. You got this. I believe in y'all. Wow, Lori. Is vaping worse than cigarettes? I would say, I don't know on a health tip. But what I will say, Stephanie, is that I think vaping is a lot easier to do than cigarettes, which makes it worse. Cigarettes, you have to like get up, go outside, light up, come back in, dispose of your cigarette butt, like you need to have a lighter ready. With vaping, you just need to take it out of your pocket and use it. And I think some people might be like, nope, one thing I'm not going to cross is I'm not going to do it in the house. I'm going to do it outside. But it's so much easier to just whip it out and take a puff. How much longer are you streaming tonight? No idea, Aaron. I'm finishing these questions, then we're marbling. We'll see. Malcolm, Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, or Hulk Hogan, which death affected you the most? Is it harsh to say none of them? Malcolm Jamal Warner perhaps would be the one, because I've watched stuff with him in it, and I was like, oh my god, it's him. Wow, he was so young. So potentially that. Ozzy Osbourne, I know, is a legend in the music industry for a lot of people. I just never really listened to his music like that. And I don't wish to speak ill of the dead, but fuck Hulk Hogan. That's harsh. I really didn't even feel good saying that, but that's how I truly feel, if I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, he passed yesterday, Amy. Vapes almost smell like candy too. Yeah, you can get vapes that don't smell like anything, that smell like cupcakes. I had a vape that smelled like muffins once upon a time. So scary how sticky vaping is. Like, yeah, it's vapor in your lungs, but if it sticks, damn, it's sticky. There's enough research at this point, and it is less harmful alternative for smokers who want to quit smoking. Don't recommend for anything else. There's enough research at this point, and it's less harmful alternative for smokers who want to quit smoking. Zima, you're saying vaping is a less harmful alternative for smokers who want to quit smoking. But still, the ideal is you do neither, right? That's what you mean. What's your routine post-Pooya Friday live feed show? Stephanie, lately what I do is after the live feed update, I'll get up, I stretch my legs, I go out for a walk. I go get a coffee. Because, like, I've literally, at that point, the last 2 weeks, I'm operating on like 3.5 hours of sleep both nights. So getting a coffee is important. I do that. I go for a walk. Then I come home. I do some house stuff that I need to do. And the last 2 weeks, Leon has been able to get off work a little earlier. So we've gone out and done something later on. Dead won't care if we speak ill. They aren't around. Hulk Hogan's legacy is racism. True. The guy from Epic Rap Battles of History. I'm pretty sure they parodied him. I don't think he ever did one. Aaron. Did you know that muffin spelled backwards is what you do to them after you take them out of the oven? Wow. Sniff them. Nice. I think a lot of Aussie love is because of the Aussie reality show. One of the first love family shows, so really connected to people in the family. Right. Taryn mentioned on stream tonight, he had his weeks messed up when he said on the update. So there's a moment you might catch if you watch back the episode, the update today. But Taryn says, and Pooya and I will be on the Q&A with Rob Gone. Should be fun. And I was like, yeah. I sat there and I legitimately was like, I remember being told it's next week. I was like, I remember agreeing to next week. Did I agree to 2 weeks and I didn't realize? Like, am I on today also? The minute we get off the pod, Sam comes on and says, Taryn, Pooya's not on today. I was like, thank God, because I thought I was on. So next week, I will be on the Q&A in Rob's stead with Taryn. So we should have fun there. Should be good. Because we're like 20 minutes later. Right. It was very quick. Spoiler for next week. Spoilers. Quinn, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Quinions. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome in. Hope you are here to have all the conversations with us. Quinn, who do you have left in your draft that you did? Who were your 2 picks? Oh, so sorry for the movement. There's not an earthquake. I just adjusted my legs. What's Lauren's ideal outcome for this week to keep herself in the middle? I mean, losing Keanu would probably be the best outcome for Lauren. Okay, I'm just gonna sit up because this is fucking ridiculous. Thought we were gonna be in for a long night and Uber Eats forgot my Dr. Pepper and pie. Yeah, I would have left my stream also. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds tragic, Quinn. I'm sorry. Do you have any like places you can go to get stuff? You have Kelly DeLorean and Zach Hardman. Okay. You have a strong player on your team and the ultimate wild card. Do you have a store next to you that you can replenish the Dr. Pepper at least? Too bad everyone and their mama knows Mickey has the power. That is a shame. I think this is the only week Mickey will get away with taking away an HOH. I think it's over. I think it's too late at this point, Pixie. What's your pie of choice, says Lori. Quinn, do you have an answer for this? Hey Z, think we give this up to Quinn. Quinn, you are not part of the Lesson 2 crew also. Enjoy your stay, friend. As an immigrant, after watching people in the Jubilee video, how does it make you feel knowing there are immigrants out there like that? I mean, there's always going to be bad people out everywhere. So that isn't news to me. I'm not unaware that things like this exist. It's just a little scarier when you see so much of it in your face. And I feel like in the last like year, 2 years, it's in my face a lot more through the media I consume, which is terrifying. What is Bumbleberry? That's not a thing, right? But that is a thing. Damn. It is what is a bumbleberry? I've never. Why is it called bumbleberry? The word bumbleberry is often used to describe a random mix of berries. Oh, it's actually not a type of berry. It's just a mixed berry pie that has some apple and rhubarb added in. Damn, you got a flavor explosion. What's the Jubilee video? A journalist by the name of Mehdi Hassan was in a Jubilee video where it was one. Hold up, what do they call it? Might not be for everybody, but it was one progressive versus 20 far right conservatives, and it was a lot. Yeah, and there were two Persian guys in it who were pissing me off. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Y'all know we don't. Well, I try not to talk politics or anything on here ever, but it was a lot. So fair warning if you try and end up watching it. Rachel and Jim were just talking about how she thinks Lauren has the power and he thinks Ashley has it. The problem is, maybe if Jimmy wins HOH and Mickey wants to take it over, maybe that's the move. But even then, I don't know if she's going to want to take it off of Jimmy. And I don't think she's trying to take it off of Rachel anyway. Probably. Trying to watch Jubilee due to their normalizing platform of right wing. That's very fair, Hero. I hadn't watched Jubilee in a minute. Not since we did a stream once upon a time, a couple streams where we watched like their like one person among us is an imposter videos. We did those, but I had not watched one in a long time. But then this one went viral and was on my For You page, so I watched it, and it was a lot. But yeah, all right, chat. Last call on the forum for questions. Otherwise, we are moving on to marbles real soon here. Which I don't think we've done marbles in a hot minute, chat. I don't think it's the first marble session of Minnesota. That would be ridiculous, but it's been a while. What is marbles? Marbles is a game we like to play here on stream. Eerily easy to do. When prompted, do exclamation play, and on the screen, we will see a screen later. It'll be a marble with your name will show up. All you have to do from there on is root for your marble, root against other people, and just have a good time. And I'll do commentary and the rest of it. That's it. That's all. But also worth mentioning, everyone who has a VIP badge, you're about to get them taken away from you. So we are doing a full reset today. If you want your VIP badge back, guess what? You're going to have to earn them. Your follow along sounds good. No, yes. Bye-bye to the VIPs. Some of y'all had these VIP badges for like 3-4 months now. So it's time. It's time to re-rack, chat. It's time to re-rack. It's been an honor of a lifetime. You'll pull it back. Bye, buddy. I'll see you soon. Yeah, say goodbye. Exclamation play. Yeah. You'll see. When people do it in the chat, just do the same thing and you should be good when it's time. All right. You don't have to name names, but are there any podcasters you don't love to podcast with? If I'm being very honest with you, probably not. Are there podcasters I prefer to pod with, or I get more pumped when I find that I'm podding with them? Yes. But that just has to do with personal connections more than anything. But no, the reality is I don't really have an issue with any of the podcasters like that. Not even an issue, to be fair, but like Or I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do this podcast. I don't have that. Thankfully, I'm blessed. Pia didn't watch, but chat did, so we talked about it at the top of the show. Yeah, so I did not watch BB Unlocked. Being honest, I'm so glad Brent got dropped. I mean, not someone I would have listed if they were still here. Just reset my skin to the slick silver car, ready to roll. No idea what that means, Pixie, but I'm happy for you. Let me continue removing these VIPs here, chat. All right, that's it. We got it all. We got them all sorted. All sorted out, chat. Which means we're not going to be ready for marbles when a marbles hits. You know, you have more chemistry with certain people. Right, and I mean, that's like not on anybody. That's just how like dynamics work. You get closer with others, or you like just have better back and forth with others and so on. You know? It is what it is. 'Tis what 'tis. All right. All right, chat. Let's do it. The forum is now closed. Thank you for submitting any questions tonight. I do appreciate it. We ended at 4193. So next week we will get through 4200, 6200 questions answered. How do we get a new skin? Ask Pixie. I have no idea. All right, chat. Let me boot it up. Let's do it. It's marble time. For the first time in a long time, we're going to do marbles. We're going to run a cheeky wager as we usually do, which is does Pooya get top 20? Easy enough to do. And then from there, just root on for your marble, root against mine. Or root for mine. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Can we Spice Girl Rivers for all the marble sounds? 100%. 100% we can do that. 100%. We can probably give them to us, but not know how. What, the skins? I don't think I can assign skins. I think I can only assign like one style. I think that's the one we have. I don't know. Did I miss it? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You'll see. You're gonna see a whole video game on the screen before it starts. And also, I should do this because I'm a little rusty on it, so I apologize. If you're about to leave because the marble portion is not for you, you were here more for the Q&A vibes, for the AMA vibes. I do appreciate you hanging out here. Thank you so much. I'll be back here Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern for Goose Goose 221, I believe, this week. So come through, check it out, hang out, have a fun time. But yeah, otherwise, I'm going to be around plenty of other places for you to hang out and pull up. Check out Dwight tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, for some blood on the clock tower. My odds of being there are 20% because I'm most likely going to be gone kayaking. But make sure you have fun. Okay? Okay, cool, cool. Last time we played marbles was June 6th, so it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute, chat. I've seen other marble streamers give their streamers stuff. Ah, I see. All right. All right, chat. There we go. Now playing season 62 of Marbles. Okay, so it says right here, customize your marble in our mobile app. Marbles on Stream Mobile. That's where you can do it. That's where you can do it. All right. I'm doing a cheeky Fiverr here. Community maps. Boom, boom, bop. Done and done and done. Viewer maps. Yep. Easy enough. Let's do it. That makes no sense to me. I've never checked the map before, chat. All right. Mandy, if we could get the wager up, please and thank you. Chat, your responsibility now is to just ready up. Exclamation. Play is now. Now is when you do it. I got a tune for the Love Island fans in the house. Damn, the track got removed. That's heartbreaking. Never mind. Damn, I thought that track was there. It's gone. No! Without the Spice Girl remix, that's still there. Top 20 for the wager. Yeah. Mandy, if possible. Sorry, I missed it earlier. I was looking at the other screen. Take care, Amy. Have a good one. See you next Friday. Gotta do cookie strat again. Just got a glass of milk too. That's it. The milk's what's gonna get it done. I'm telling you now. All right, I'm also readying up. Over 60 of you in here. Love to see it. 60 participants for this race. Wager up 5 minutes. Those are the marbs drop, so get it in. There we go. Wager time is ready. If you want to put your marble, your brownie points out, you feel good, you're trying to make some money, answer the age-old question. Does Pooya hit top 20 or nah? Do I have top 20 potential or a no, a negative? Well, I make marble jury. Exactly. All right. Well, none of this music is working for me. I'm not vibing. This will vibe with. Okay. All right, chat. I'm ready to start. Let's cook. I'm ready to roll, Mandy. Not before I see what the wagers look. Wow. Could we have less believers, please? What is this, chat? You don't back me, huh? You don't back me. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Good luck. My villain arc is loading. I got you, Ice Peg. All right. Yeah, it's a big group of people here. A lot of potential. Give the haters hell. I intend on it. All right. Out the gate, we got Jen in the lead, followed by Cool Rider right there as well. A little slower here entry for people. More people voting for you. The antis are just richer. And will the rich get richer? Find out. The question gets answered tonight. Sunny drop in the lead now. It's cold in here. It's a very icy level. All right, Jen takes the lead over again. Jen has been flirting with the lead. Sunny drop takes a huge backdrop here. Dines is in the lead now, taking it over. Oh my God. We did not talk about the lemon drop thing tonight. That was easily top 5 most unhinged Julie moments I've ever experienced live. That was incredible. All right, I think, Dines, are you still in the lead, or is it now Lori, Muse? Who's in the lead? Because I can't tell. I think you're still in the lead. With Bunny Trouble right behind you. slow rise here. Slow is smooth. Smooth is what, chat? Fast. Get over 3 seconds. Listen, that's more seconds than most. But yeah, Kim is the biggest competitor here for Dines. Did I see Julie's Instagram today? I saw that she posted a lemon drop photo last night on Twitter. What did she put on her Insta story? Or Instagram period? So much harder to find my marble now that I'm not bright pink. That's what you meant? Gotcha. Give me the same cringe as you look like that actress Busy Phillips. That's exactly what Liana said. Liana said that's the last time we had an unscripted Julie moment like that. Ooh, an equalizer here. Bunny trouble. Gotta go pack. We got a bunch of people joining up here, lining up, trying to steal that spot. And amongst them, oh my God, we got Doomps. Why the fuck did I do? What happened? Oh, it's over. Congratulations. What the fuck happened? Lenny Berger takes the lead. Athelia in second. Bunny Trouble comes in third. Dines was in the lead. Finishes top 10, but not quite in the top 5. Yeah, Liana and you were on the same page immediately. All right, big race, big dub for Lenny. Congratulations. I'll scroll down so you see where your marbles may have fallen, chat. As you can see, a lot of us in the pits with 0 points here. At least some of you completed it. There's a decent amount of us that did Doomf. So we got one more to go. You did well. You did listen. We take it. Typically, if you're not in the lead, it's hard to follow your journey, but first to 36. Again, better than a Doomf. Better than a Doomf, chat. Exclamation play when you're ready. All right, chat. 61 people. Just save the song. I'm happy you enjoyed it, Kim. Have I seen the... Oh, my God. Mandy. The man said, this is going to ruin the world tour. And then we're getting to see what the world tour is like. And he is doing jack shit. You know who ruined the world tour? Fucking Justin Timberlake. The man is not even participating in his own concert. The heavy lifting's done by the fucking fans. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right, chat. Let's do it. He sets down the mic on the stage. He's barely participating. It's bad. And I thought it was an exaggeration. It was not. All right. We're first one down through this area in the bottom. We'll be following their journey. Welcome in, Tomster. Why is he doing this? Phoning it in? Who knows? Easy money? I have no idea. We got Kim Honeybadger in the lead here. Followed by Ichiyami. It's a very small margin right now, but a big enough gap between first and the rest a little bit here. Pat has been amazing. Pat has been a good time, Tomster. Welcome in. Down the middle, or you're taking the right route. Hopefully that was good for you. Oh my God, this looks petrifying. Is this a good spot? I have no idea. Into the pipe. Okay. It looks like you're still in the lead. So if that's any consolation, looks like that was still the right spot for you. Oh, and everybody else now. Okay. As you have fallen behind, repeatedly respawning is in the lead. Danny right there also. Ichiyami trying to take it back as well. Ichiyami in the lead now. Oh, Ichiyami, Danny have split ways. Are you a team left or team right, chat? We'll find out. Tara is team skip to the end. And, oh, it's a Doomf. And I Doomfed also. Oh, God. Yeah, why would it? Oh, God. The non-believers are having a kick out of this. All right. Ichiyami still holding to the lead, though, by the looks of things. Icepeg is the latest casualty to the Doomf. We do not need to listen to Chacaron right now. That's not the vibe. Shy Tea Latte, great name. Unfortunately, a casualty here. Respawning is in the lead. Okay, well, it went backwards for some reason. There we go. We have lost 20 people to Doomfing right now. Respawning, hesitating, not a great spot to be in. Pixie tries to move Ichiyami forward. Respawning keeps the lead and goes down the middle. Is that a skip? I see. That's a great skip from Respawning and goes through the middle very masterfully. Pixie right behind, though. Respawning now has the road to victory, potentially. What the fuck is this level up I'm seeing? Well, how are people leveling up? What is this? Fruit Loop says Doomfed. And Respawning is your winner. Congratulations. Not a record breaker, but a winner nonetheless. Chalet making a huge run there to try and take the lead. But I think... Where's Chalet? You don't... Oh, no. Heartbreaking. Icepeg, happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. Look at these cute critters. I got fourth twice. What are the chances? Low. That is incredible with like 60 participants to get fourth twice. And it's also really good for your final ranking potential. Oh, by the way, top 5, you're getting a VIP badge, okay? And 3 of you... And sorry, top 5 getting a VIP badge. Last place with 5 races completed gets a VIP badge. And 3 of you are getting randomly generated into a VIP badge. So that math does land us into 9 new VIPs by the end of tonight. And if there is a 69th, make it 10. All right, congrats to Respawning on the dub. This is a huge achievement in the game of marbles. All right, there we go. There we go. Get a good glance at everyone in the top 23. That's not what I said, Lori. That's not how that works. Those are separate things. All right. 38 of you made it through. Quite a few Doomps again tonight. If you DQ all, then I should be in the running. Yeah, as long as in the rankings you have 5 races done and you are in the last possible spot with 5 races done, you get the VIP badge. Easy enough. All right. I forgot to join. There we go. LMFAO? Now we good. I shouldn't be doing this, skipping everything, but that's how I feel right now. I don't know what song I want. Okay, you know what? I decided I'm just gonna go with the latest songs I've added to my list because that's easier. All right, chat ready up. Final call before I press start here. for race number 3, the midway race, the hump race, if you will. And yes, I said hump race. Relax. It's not spray bottle worthy. As the spray bottle commissioner, I have decreed it. All right, let's go. Tomorrow the TikTok sent about someone this week that someone just learned that everybody in the club get tipsy were the clean lyrics. Hold up. What were the... You know what? You know what? We need to do investigative work. Don't tell me what the actual lyrics are. I'm going to play it right now. Because I forgot. Yo, I got a fake ID though. All right, back to the race. Via Bella in the lead. Perfect exit there. Oh, no. Okay, that's good. That's good. You're down the hole. That's good. Dines is dumped. This is a classic, chat. All right, we're about to find out what the actual non-clean lyrics are, because I genuinely do not recall. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, not as dirty as you'd imagine. Maybe you want to hear it again? Perfect. Here we are. Musketeer in the lead now. Oh, Musketeer, is this your victory to have? Yes, congratulations, Musketeer. Is this my first non-doomph? Listen, that's a W in and of itself. You never heard this version before? The explicit version? This is called the club mix. Next time we wager how many doomphs you get, that is mean. No. You need to bet on me or against me. I need to know if you... Are you with me or against me, Russell? That's what I need to know. I guess I should have clubbed when I was 11. Listen, I did not go clubbing when I was 11. But I'd like to think in my head that I was at the club listening to this on repeat on my iPod. Not iPod, I had an MP3 player initially. All right, how many doomphs? 2 doomphs. That's a huge improvement, chat. You know what? I'm inspired. We're sticking to the decade, chat. All right, 2 more races. Can I get on the podium? Can I get on the board? Not even podium. Can I just get 1 point even? That's the question. All right. Y'all ready? You ready to cook, chat? Let's cook. Good luck, everybody. You've been practicing. There's no practicing in marbles. It's vibes. All you can do is vibe out. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Ah, I see, Aaron. A little random number generator game. All right, Kalita's in the lead. Very dark map here. Kalita gets through the hole there very smoothly. Down the middle. Perfect. Makes that look easy. Wow, even easier on the second. Kalita probably got a huge leg up on the competition here. And a third one. Can Kalita get through this one quick as well? Slow, but still in the lead is Kalita. Kalita bumps into somebody and does have the lead still, but the margin is shorter, smaller than it was before. As everyone else tries to take it over, Tori Oreo takes the lead now. Lil Leaf is in the air. Lenny Berger going back, trying to go back to back here. But there's still a lot of race left, chat. We got Ice Peg in the lead now. Aaron is out, as is Shy Tea Latte here. The practice not paying off. Why is this map so... The creator did not calculate putting any lighting on this map. Tova's taking the lead over. I can't even see. Oh my god, where did you go? You dumped! Tova's dumped! Ice Peg in the lead now. Okay, I want to say, I was in like the running. I was like in the front. Where the fuck did I go? I'm so annoyed. Lenny Berger has taken the lead over. Terabyte is out. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, how the fuck am I up there? I was in the lead. Ah, it's stupid. I don't care. Whatever, chat. Whatever. This map sucks. We got a new leader. 10 seconds away from the record. Skips the explosive. Could take the world record. This would be huge for the lobby. And does with 2 seconds to spare. Finishing in the top 10 gets you a lot of points here, chat. Where the fuck is my marble? Yeah, no, it's Jover. I'm not getting a marble off here. That's sad. It ain't happening, chat. All right, well, at least we finished the race, chat. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? If you heard anything like this, as long as you're having fun, Sarah, I'm happy to hear it. Oh no, the Doomfire taking out a lot of people at the very tail end here. who do not get to finish the race. Congratulations, Bates, on your huge win here. If you finish in the top 15, you got points there. So congratulations. I finished 25th. That gave me nothing, chat. That gave me sadness. Only 29 people completed. I barely made it out. Sadness. Okay. One last race left. Get ready. Get excited. Let's do this. $60 people. We're about ready to go. Chat. Get ready. Last call. And last call requires... You know what? I did say I would do this song. Hold on. Okay, I can't find the song. I have to go find it. The lead is right now being occupied by Terranoia. All right, Terranoia is still in the running here. Kalita right there. Terranoia has been doomed. Oh my god, you can get doomed here. This is bad. Oh no. Oh no. Chat, did I get doomed without seeing myself? Probably, eh? Yup, I think I'm fucking out, chat. I am livid. Well, there goes that dream. Kalita somehow doomed. I don't know how, but Memers is now your leader in this race. Bicycle another day. Yeah, I need to find it. It's not as easy of a find as it used to be by the looks of it. Memers survives that gauntlet. I talked too soon. Sorry, Memers. Oh no. Who the fuck? Is anyone going to complete this? Is this a full Doomfout? I'll tell you this much. If you finish this race, you're probably going to get a VIP badge. Just on the fact that no one else is finishing it. But also, no one has ever finished this race by the looks of it. By the looks of it, given that there's no like time on the top right, Fallout lasted, it's the journey. It's all about the journey. The top right doesn't have a time, which means that no one has ever finished this race. Breezy, Warnot, and Shelley are our only hopes at getting this done. Oh my god, that thing shoots things at you too? Oh my god. It's down to one. It's Swarnot or nothing. Wow. We didn't even get to have an intense moment for the the hook of the song. Anyway, just a reminder, top 5 VIP badge, last place with 5 races, VIP badge. 69th place if we have one VIP badge, and 3 random number generated ones VIP badge. Good luck. And I don't think we even need to wait for it, but I think I'm not in the top 20, but let's see. Braden with a VIP badge, Lenny with a VIP badge, and Bates with a VIP badge. Congratulations to all 3 of you. Rounding that team out is Icepeg and AZ getting it done. Let me dish those out while we wait. There we go. And wait, it said unable to add VIP for 1. I'm going to try it again. I think I pressed something. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And all right, now we got to check the last place and the 69th if we have one, and then the VIPs for the random number generated. So let's see where we landed. I'm going to go a little slower so you can get to see where your name landed on the list here. '56th, fucking lovely. Looks like we will be getting a 69th, and that honor goes to the recipient of this VIP badge is Carly KS. 1 race in, that's all that was needed to ensure that Carly is a VIP badge holder. All right, and then last place with 5 races complete is, we go back up. It's Little Miss Andre at 64th, having completed 5 races. Congratulations to Little Miss Andre. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to dish out 3 random number generated ones. It's going to go between the numbers 6 and 72. The only exception is if we roll 69 or 63, which is Mandy's number, or 64, which is Little Miss Andre. We'll roll again for those 3. Or my number. Number 1, 69. Well, that doesn't count now, does it? Reroll. We're going to get 29. Okay. 29 is Danny. Congratulations. 1 down, 2 to go, chat. Danny _ cop. There you go. 1 more. 52 is Kala. Congratulations. Kala, where are you? 2525. Okay. Boom. And last one is 29 again, which we re-roll. 23, Michael Jordan. Bunny Trouble. Congratulations on your VIP badge. There we go. I expect you did get 4th. Yes. All right. And that is all the VIP badges for tonight. I hope you all had fun with me, chat. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for vibing out. Once again, another successful Friday night here over at the Less Than 2 crew. I hope you have a lovely evening. I'll catch you back here Sunday 5 p.m. for some GGD. Or maybe at Blood on the Clock Tower tomorrow at 1 p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. Eastern. So pull up to that. If you, whether I'm there or not, have fun. Support Dwight. And I will see y'all soon. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Have a good night. Bye.